Okay, we'll get started. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and get started. So, I have a keyboard. It's called a Boardwalk. It's a really cool layout ortho keyboard. But, as is often the problem with ortho keyboards, it's not always easy to find a really cool keycap set. So what I've been using on this bad boy is an EPBT set, which is okay, but it's not ideal. The problem is I had to combine two different sets together. I had to get a set that had some additional of these 1.5U, or are they 1.25U? No, they're 1.5U, to go along the sides here. So I got those from an Ergodox kit. So I had to get some of those to fill out this board, and just didn't really have the right keycaps to make it look good, and they didn't match. As you can see, they didn't match the mods that I already had from my EPBT set that I was using, this EPBT blue on white set. So as a result, I ended up with kind of a mishmash of a keycap set on here that doesn't look that great. And not only that, but maybe it's just me, but EPBT is great, but I still prefer GMK. EPBT, manufactured by Gateron, it's fine, but I still like GMK the best. And so, what to do? Well, turns out there's a GMK set known as GMK Calm Depths, and GMK Calm Depths is available in a set called the Assembly Kit. The Assembly Kit can actually fill all the needs of this keyboard and make it look good in the process. That's what we're going to do now. We're just going to very respectfully remove these keycaps here first, because they did a good job for what they are. Did the best they could under the circumstances. And they're PBT, so, they're not bad keycaps, but they're not GMK. And I'm sorry, but if you ask me, you just can't really compete with GMK. So let's take these off, give them a nice home on some other more appropriate keyboard. Like, I've got several other choices they can live on where they'll be really appreciated. On this particular keyboard, I want that GMK premium sound and feel. So we're gonna upgrade here to the GMK Calm Depths Assembly Kit. Hello. Who's that? Oh yeah, it's Dewey. Can I call you Dewey? It's wait. Dewey, yeah. Yeah, man. I'm hyped to build that thing too. It'll be fun to build a 97 key keyboard. It's a lot of keys. Should be fun. I think I should adjust the chat window a little bit. It's a little bit hard to read. Let's see here. I think that's a little bit better. It's not great, but I can read it a little better. So yeah, about that build will be fun. We're gonna do some smooth linears, they're going to sound really cool because they're going to have the kale stems. So they're going to have that signature kale bottom out. So in this case, if I didn't tell you about these switches, these are using the Outemu Sky 2.1 stems. They are kind of like a cherry clear copy, very similar to cherry clear stems. Kind of like if cherry clear stems had a baby with the Zelio stems. And so they're quite tactile, but I've put them into a milky Gateron housing, which doesn't have a very tactile leaf, because in recent times I've come to enjoy the more moderately tactile switches. And this Boardwalk has been, yeah, these are Sky 2.1 stems. This Boardwalk has been a lot of fun, so I'm excited to put some keycaps on it that are really deserving of such a nice, beautiful little board for ortho. I mean, this is an ortho layout that I really like because it allows me to have the dedicated arrows, and it's really similar to you have let's see, these are Sky stems. Wait, am I remembering wrong? So these are Sky stems, but they're in milky Gateron lower housings with a clear Gateron top housing. So they're actually not very tactile. I can bring these tomorrow if you want to play with them, if you want to see what you think. These feel kind of mildly tactile. These actually feel really, really nice, I think. But here's what we're here for tonight. From Kono.store, GMK Calm Depths. It says the Calm Depths Assembly Kit, Side A. So let's dig into this. You know, it's always a good day when you can crack open a brand new GMK keycap set. Doesn't it make it feel like you're a kid on Christmas Day? Isn't that just the best feeling in the world to peel open a box with a brand new keycap set? Oh, man. Just listen to the nice cellophane that they package it in. It just gets me. Giving me chills up my spine just hearing all the noises. So I've got it upside down. And backwards. Okay, here we go. Am I zoomed out all the way here? Let's get all the way out so we can really appreciate this. Let's have another drink to make sure we're ready for this. Okay. This bloody beautiful keycap set, if you ask me. The grays, the blues, the teal. I just love this keycap set. So I'm going to carefully pull up the retaining things. I always just rip a couple of them off with my Hulk string by accident. Set this aside. And now we have some beautiful keycaps here. Beautiful keycaps. So now, because this set comes with so many 1.5 unit side pieces, it's perfect for your Ergodox keyboards, or in this case, an ortho that happens to use Ergodox keycap sets, like the Boardwalk. So this is going to be just perfect for my Boardwalk. Wow, look at this upgrade. Let me just put this over the top here. We don't need to see those. Those are old news. Those are the old news caps. Nobody cares about those anymore. Let's focus on the new stuff. Sorry, my desk is squeaking a little bit. 5, 6. Oh, the brand new texture on the GMK ABS caps feels pretty good. It always rubs off after all, but when it's new, you can't deny it feels nice. And that thick keycap that you get with GMK, isn't it beautiful? Look at all that. Look at the backside of that keycap. Look at that thick ABS. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. You know, this is good stuff right here. The only thing is, I don't know if they got what I need. Ah, here we go. See, now we're talking. Get the minus and the equals. Boom. You gotta give the Outemu Skies another chance, I would say, in a different housing. Which housing did you use them in, Dewey? May I ask, when you tried the Outemu Skies, which housing were you using them in? I did get a new GMK set. Very astute of you. That is exactly what I did. This time I got the assembly kit. Yeah. Which means that I can use them perfectly on my fun ortho keyboard here called the Boardwalk, which is one of my keyboards. Whoa. Which was one of the keyboards where I'm testing the mkultra.click foam. So this will be nice to see. How does this keyboard sound? I showed you a before and after of the foam, and it didn't seem like a huge improvement. But what about, how does this keyboard sound with the foam and with premium keycaps on it instead of cheaper keycaps? Now, that might be another story. This is something I want to know. Because in my experience, and probably yours too, the GMK caps sound better, I think. I think typically GMK. I need to fix my window here. Some of your chest's getting cut off here. Let me fix that. There we go. Sorry about that, bud. Okay, Wapes. Have you seen GMK Cafe yet? I have not seen GMK Cafe yet. Wait, yes I have, sorry. Now that I think of it, yeah. I've seen GMK Cafe. It looks pretty cool. Alright, what about it? Looks like a pretty good looking set with the browns in there, right? And the kind of off-whites and stuff. If I'm remembering correctly. Let's see. Let me get... Now, does this guy... Now, here's a question for you. Is this guy gonna have this set gonna have a backslash? Probably not, right? I'll probably just have to use one of their funny keycaps. That's okay. I'll just use the one that's the right row profile. Even if it's not the right cap, this is actually a backslash. It says call, but as you can see, it's right row profile, so it's gonna feel great. Now, so the thing that they did in this assembly kit is they made all the mods have assembly language names, different like assembly operations, like push, pop, compare, run, whatever. It's kind of fun. Ooh, GMK Olivia with brown accents instead of rose gold. That sounds pretty nice, I have to say. I think I could enjoy something like that. It does sound nice. So I'm going to go ahead and go with bars because that's what I'm used to, rather than scooped. We get the choice of scooped and bars. What do you guys think? What do you think would look better on this keyboard, scooped or bars? Nice, nice. What do you guys think, scooped or bars? What do you think will look better? Which will look more premium and cool? Scooped or bars for the homing keys? What do you think? Any opinions there? This here is basically my enter key. And Mull is gonna make my page up. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Scooped is the more classy way to go. All right, I'm gonna take your advice here. I'm gonna go scooped, not barred. Scooped is kind of like It just looks cooler. We'll put the barred here for safekeeping. We'll throw some scooped in there, man. This feels good, man. I should buy GMK sets all the time. I should just buy these constantly. Feels so good to put them on my keyboard. How did I like the split 75 acrylic? How did I like the split 75 acrylic? I loved it, but it's right here. I need to put better caps on it. I'm gonna put, I'll either wait for Metropolis, or if I don't want to wait till Metropolis, I might put Hamon on here. It's a black keyboard. That might look cool. What do you guys think? Hamon for this? Hamon or Metropolis? What do you guys think? Any opinions on that? Budget isn't I don't know. I generally prefer the feel of brass plate keyboards, but I don't notice a huge difference between them. I think the brass, if anything, the aluminum might flex a little more. Yeah, I think I might just put GMK Hamon on my split acrylic fake VE.A, because I think it would look fine, and it'd be really dope to type on. It'd feel a lot better than what I've done, what I had on there. The keys that I had on there, by the way, I took them off because they looked really cool on there, but I put them on a different cheap keyboard that they look just as cool on, but didn't have as much trouble with. This is a GK64 with a plastic case. I've done a lot of work to this one to make it deader and heavier and sound better. So let's see. So I got my arrows time here to do arrows. So this is where you'll see this. You'll start to see this layout shine. This what's fun about this layout? GMK every time, but the budget doesn't agree. Well, have you thought about I don't know. Have you thought about expanding your budget? Maybe like get a better job, or like, I don't know, man. Ask your boss for a raise. Start selling kidneys and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. I think people already thought of that one before. So what I'm really excited here is for all these keys that are going to be the actual proper roll profile. I mean, how cool is that? That's going to just feel and look. It's going to look and feel just really good, really premium. Something bad is about to happen? Hey, nothing bad is about to happen. This is good stuff, man. We're having fun. There's something though. Space bar might need something to make it sound less. Okay, that space bar is unacceptable. Unacceptable space bar. I'll show you what I do with space bars that sound like that. You guys, maybe it doesn't bother you guys that much, but let's see. I don't like my space bars to sound like that, so I'll show you what I do. It's just a quick little thing. I take clear silicone adhesive and I put a little bit on the back of the space bar. Just a little bit. You don't want to put a lot, or else it'll be like thunk thunk. Be really loud. But I do this with all my GMK sets, really. I just like the way they sound. I'll smooth it a bit with my finger. Get it down in there. Okay. Of course, you have to do a good job wiping it off when you're done, so it doesn't get on anything else that you didn't want it to get on. Good thing about this silicone adhesive. Oh, it's silicone adhesive. It's basically caulk. Put my caulk in there. So wipe it off thoroughly. That's a mark from the mold. Spacebar has a tiny imperfection, but it's okay. It's not noticeable. Now, go ahead and mount it on the keycap. On the keycap stem, I mean. And the switch and this. So, you see how it's not as, it doesn't sound as quite as flimsy. I just like how it sounds a little bit better. It doesn't ring like a bell. But, you know, personal taste. Some people might like it the way it sounds already. So you wouldn't bother with something like that if you already think it sounds good. Let's see. Oh yeah. Here I have a 1U key that I have to fit in here. Yeah, I filled some of the empty space, not too much, just pretty much up to the little support ribs. I don't want to fill it all in because then it gets too heavy and it sounds like clunk. I don't want it to sound like a clunk. Okay. One of these is a 1U again, I guess. So that's pop. That's, what else have I got here? What'll be fun? XOR. That's a good one. Exclusive OR. Yeah, man, try it. Maybe you like it. Oh boy. That feels good, man. Feels good. Oh, don't you love keyboards? That feel of a brand new GMK keycap set on a beautiful brass plate. What more could you want? I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Do you see how it sounds? Switches are lubed, stabs are lubed. The stab, I should say. Stab is lubed. Everything's ready to go. Silicone caulk. Actually, here. The stuff I use is right here. If you want to know exactly what it is, it's Loctite. Look, it's Loctite, clear, silicone, waterproof, sealant, transparent. This is the stuff I usually use. It doesn't have to be this exact stuff. So, is that Sushi BM? What is this? Hey, what's up? How's it going, man? Just switching out some keycaps here. Have a good time. Getting my jollies off of these new keycaps. Man, I love new keycaps. It's such a good feeling. Now, I'll put the rest safely to bed in their little tray, and then we'll see how these sound. Keycaps. I love me some keycaps. My keycap container is getting pretty full over here. Hope I have room for the next keycaps that I get. GMK bento. It looks pretty cool. It's not really my style, but if you like it, go for it. Not really my style. Let's focus in away from all this mess. You don't need to see all this mess. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Not a pretty keyboard. Let's see how this sounds. Do a typing test. I don't want to block the pretty keyboard though. Let's just put a counter in the middle. Try to block this keycap mess as much as possible. Okay. Ready for keycap test? Sound test? Hope it sounds good. GMK. There it is. Your score has not been saved. Okay, we'll start over. Everybody ready for this? Alright. Whoa, I'm not used to the scoops. Okay. Okay. Let me start over. It's hard for me to get used to ortho. I've been typing on non-ortho all day. Oh, that's not great. But, yeah. Yeah, that's how it sounds with the lube and the GMK caps. I think it sounds pretty good. Certainly sounds better than it did with the EPBD caps. That's what I would say. So, overall, I gotta say, man, pretty happy with this thing. Pretty happy with how this Boardwalk turned out. It's a really cute little keyboard in this Tofu case. You know, it's you gotta love how the GMK caps sit a little lower, so you get the real low profile look, not the higher profile that you get from EPBT. You know, you can't see underneath the keycaps. That's nice, right? And I love that shiny brass plate coming through. I love that I have my dedicated arrows and my page up and my page down. And man, GMK keycaps for the win. I might do something about this port. I might fill in the empty space with some epoxy putty or something, because when you go to plug it in, you're always fumbling around trying to find the plug-in. I might do something about that, but it's not a big priority. So this is now a beautiful ortho board in a 60% size that I can be proud to have on my desk at work and really get some work done on ortho, which is something I haven't done yet at work. I want to see if I can really make ortho work for me at my job, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna give that a try now. What do you guys think? Isn't this a nice looking keyboard, the way it turned out? I just think Calm Depths is a beautiful set. It's gonna look beautiful on my Satisfaction 75 someday when that comes. And now it's gonna look beautiful also at the same time on my little Boardwalk right here. And this Boardwalk was sent to me to review. Yeah. Well, I actually need to go to bed now because I'm going to be meeting in person with a well-known member of the community. He goes by the name of Dewey, or Dewey. He has a picture of a pug as his avatar. Yeah, I'm going to meet up with him in the morning. He works a night shift, so he's going to be on his way home, and I'm going to be on my way to my job. I'm going to meet up with him, and he's going to give me a couple of different keyboards, one to keep as payment and one to build for him. So this will be exciting. It'll be my first sort of like commissioned keyboard build. First time building a keyboard, not for myself really, for someone else, for pay. Not for like money pay, but for trade of other keyboard parts. So I think it'll be a fun thing to try. I'm excited to try to get some work with this keyboard done at work. The nice thing about the Tofu also, by the way, if you haven't seen, something that I really appreciate is, you know, the Tofu comes with a good box. It doesn't come with a piece of junk box. It comes with this nice box. It's pretty protective. I'm going to set this Tofu in here and feel confident that it's going to reach its destination at my job without any damage. Ah, yes. Sushis. And so who gave you the cheapest quote, if I may ask, if it's not too personal? How much lube for my method? You should probably watch one of my videos where I do the lube, where I lube something, but I can give you an idea. Like, let's see, is this one finished? I can give you an idea. Oh yeah, the sun's got the best leaves, as far as I know. So like, here's a tub where I tub lubed a bunch of stems using Christo Lube MCG 129, and after shaking a set of 90 switches in here, this is the amount of residue that was left over in the container. I don't know if you can really see. 5 ml is definitely more than enough. You won't use 5 ml for one batch of switches. You might use 1 or 2 ml. Depends how heavy you want to go to. So this was applying a liberal coat to the switches for a more buttery feel. If I'm going for a less buttery feel, a less over-lubed feel, where I just want it to be kind of a conservative lube job, I can show you what that looks like. Let's see. Maybe you can tell here. Can you see there's a lot less lube on this container? There's a lot less lube stuck to the sides here. I think if you're gonna try, if you want to try the tub lube method, you'd be best off starting with a really light coat. And if you decide it wasn't enough, it's a lot easier to add more later than it is to try to remove some later. So that would be my advice, because if you do the tub lube method and you decide to add more lube later, it's as simple as just smearing a little bit of more lube inside the tub and then shaking again. Whereas removing some is a pain in the butt. Yeah. So I think this is a perfect example. Okay, look at this tube, okay? This is my latest. This is a good example of about the amount of lube that I recommend if you're going to tub lube. So this is using, I think so this was 205G0, and you'll see here the amount of residue on the tub is pretty minimal. There's not a lot there. It almost looks like a little spray of lube on the sides. So you don't want lots on there. You don't want to overlube your stems and have them end up sluggish, especially if you're using like a 205G0, or even 3204 can feel sluggish if you overdo it. So I should probably hit the hay. I got an early morning. I gotta meet up with Dewey on my way to work so we can set up our little arrangement for working on his keyboard, building his keyboard. But thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. I always appreciate any viewers. I'm a very small time streamer and can always use more attention if I want to grow my channel. So thanks for lending your views to the whole endeavor. And I'm just gonna put these away before I forget. Let's see. Alright, good night. Sushi's in. Have a great night. Let's see. Actually, get the keyboard that's there's a keyboard that has the rest of these keycaps still on it. I'll take them off. Put them away. Because I'm going to use this set. Here we go. It's my Gateron optical keyboard. So this keycap set is going to get used when I build Dewey's keyboard to test to make sure everything's working properly. I like this set. A very nice one. It's got the blue legends. Very nice looking. Why does it look so, it's like overly bright now, isn't it? Let me fix that. Sorry about that. It's better, isn't it? Try to strive for good video quality. Does the video look okay quality on you guys' end? I can also go in a little closer if you want to be able to see what I'm doing better. Nothing too exciting. Better? Much better. Oh, much better. Alright. Remember we were talking earlier in the Top Clack Discord about optical keyboards. Here's one of them. This keyboard's really freaking smooth, by the way. It's really good for what it is, like for the price and everything. It's a dang smooth keyboard. So I'll tell you what, if you want to know what the Achilles heel of these optical keyboards is, their biggest flaw that I see on these optical Gateron keyboards is that without having any switch pins and not having a tight enough fitting plate, they just don't fit tight enough. And what ends up happening is they don't fit tight enough into the plate, and you end up having the switches are able to shift around a little bit, and it doesn't feel good when they do that. So it's bad. Like when you're typing, the switches have a little bit of play in them. You know what I mean? So it's really not good. So I gotta get these ready to use on Dudu's build as a test keycap set. Not to keep, he has his own keycaps as far as I know. I don't remember what I'm doing here. Oh. Yeah, you know how on the bottom row of alphas you have the I key. That's normal. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. Do you guys sleep? What time is it over there for you guys, wherever you are? Anybody want to share what time it is? Oh, it's morning in your country, Sushi's in. Nice. So you know, you feel me. Tomorrow I gotta get up early, but it doesn't feel as bad as it normally would because I solved a major bug I was working on at work today. So I feel like no one's gonna give me any crap at work today. It always feels good at work when you've completed a big important task and you can just kind of relax just for a little while. And not be slammed for just a little while. Okay, so these don't even go with this set, so I'm not gonna try to make them fit. And actually, I don't think these go with either. These don't go with the set either. These go with, I have a blank set where the mods match. Yeah, so that blank set is what those go with. I'm putting one of these space bars in here, I guess. If it'll fit, which it doesn't. Well, whatever. Just make it fit somehow. To be organized. Your keycaps. I haven't come to peace yet with spending all this money on keycaps and then shoving them in a Ziploc bag and in a box, completely unsorted. I haven't quite gotten to that point yet where I'm comfortable doing that, so I still try to keep them in trays or something for the most part. If we're talking about cheap keycaps, yeah, I just chuck them in the bag. Nicer stuff I try not to. Alright. But in this case, all of these caps I'm trying to put away need to go into a bag. And the bags are in here. And I hope I can find the right bag without digging around too much. This might be up here. Yeah, I think this is actually the bag that I'm looking for these guys. So these guys, this is an Ergodox blank kit that I got these caps from. Now the Ergodox blank kit is reunited. All full Ergodox blank kit. In case I ever build one of those goofy looking Ergodoxes. And then there's one other kit I'm looking for in here. It's actually a blanks kit of EPVT blanks. So let's go quick here. I think I found them. There it is. Here's my EPVT blanks that match these extra modifier keys. So now all the families of key caps are reunited. Everybody's back where they belong. I'm ready for the next build. Okay, that's another thing I could do, on Dewey's, when I build Dewey's keyboard. Another option is, rather than use, like if he wants to get a preview of how it's going to sound with ABS caps like GMK, I could build it with Tactile cubic caps because they're ABS. So they're double shot ABS. That might actually be a better choice rather than using Gateron, which are going to sound way different. So something to think about right there. I have to ask him tomorrow what he thinks about that. What's his preference? Okay, keycaps are away. The keyboard put away. One of these fancy boxes here for the keyboard. That's just a key type. Keyboard jazz put away. That's what I won't use for a while. Should probably sell that one. Don't ask me what I'll do with it now. PCB where it's safe. I don't have a good box to store my tiny HB87 PCB. What just happened here? Oh, it just got dark. Okay. I think we're pretty much done here. Boys, ready to go to work with me tomorrow. Try out that ortho life. Well, thanks for watching. Good night, and we'll see you next time.